What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's Daniel again, and today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my super simple and easy weeknight dinner recipes. It's my roasted chicken thighs and potatoes. I use a wonderful blend of herbs and spices that complement the chicken and potatoes so well. It also has super crispy skin on top, and it's so easy to make. Throw together, put it in the oven, and you just let it bake. You don't even have to flip it. I'm so excited for you to try this. Let's get started. We are going to be making a spice and herb blend first. The combinations I'm using today is what I like. Feel free to adjust it according to your tastes. For the chicken, I'm using half a teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of dehydrated onion powder is fine, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of dried basil, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, and half a teaspoon of dried thyme. Also adding half a teaspoon of chili powder just for a little bit of heat. Add more if you like it spicy. Mix that all together well and set aside for now. For the potatoes, I use 1 teaspoon of salt, a quarter to a half of teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and a quarter teaspoon of ground cumin. I love cumin with potatoes, but it is quite a strong spice, so a tiny bit goes a long way here to get just a hint of it in the background. I don't want it to overshine the paprika today. Stir that all up like before. You can also swirl it around and then set aside. I'm using 5 medium-sized russet potatoes today. To prep them, wash away the dirt from the skin and peel them. Potatoes, especially russets, are known to have dark spots called eyes. Just use a tip of the knife to divot them out. We don't want to eat those. Chop the potatoes into roughly ½ inch thick cubes all around. We want these to be consistent in size for even cooking in the oven. Place the chopped potatoes in cold water to keep them from oxidizing and turning brown while you finish cutting the rest of the potato. You will notice that the water gets cloudy. This is the starch we want to get rid of so the potatoes can crisp up nicely while roasting. Run the chopped potatoes under the water and rinse. It shouldn't take more than 3 times max. See how the water runs clear? This is how we know we're done. Make sure the potatoes are fully submerged and you can set it aside while we prep the chicken. I'm making 5 chicken thighs today. The spice blend can be used for up to 6. You want to use bone-in and skin-on for this recipe. You will notice that chicken thighs often have a lot of excess skin and fat. We don't need all of this, so cut away all of this excess. Don't worry if you can't get rid of all of it. Most of the fat will render while cooking and leave a good amount of skin on it as well. It will crisp up in the oven, which is exactly what we want. Pat down the underside of the thighs quickly with a paper towel. No need to dry them out completely at this stage. Then place the chicken skin side up first in your baking dish. Arranging and rotating it so the thicker parts of the thighs face outwards. This will help with even cooking because the thinner sections take less time to cook. Dry them quickly with a paper towel, and then flip them over and set aside for just a moment as we finish up our spice blend. To the chicken spice blend with the dried basil and oregano, etc., add in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and mix well. Alternatively, you can always put the dry spice rub on the chicken first and then add the oil. But I find it easier to spread the spices and herbs if the oil is mixed in beforehand. Drizzle over half the oil spice mixture over the chicken thighs and use your hand to rub it in. Make sure it's evenly coated. This is what will give it so much flavor. Flip the thighs over to skin side up. And using a new paper towel, dry the chicken skin very well. This is an important step because the more dry you can get the skin, the crispier it will be as it roasts. Pour over the remaining oil spice blend and, like before, use your hand to evenly coat the chicken skin. If you can get some of it under the skin, that would be great too. The chicken is now ready to bake anytime. If you are prepping this beforehand, just put it in the fridge to store until about 20 to 30 minutes before you bake. It's best to bake from room temperature to ensure even cooking. When you are ready to bake, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now drain all that water out of the potatoes and dry them with a paper towel. Just dry them a handful at a time. And then drop it into the potato spice mixture with the cumin and paprika we made earlier. For this, we will add the oil after seasoning. Repeat until all the potatoes are in the bowl. And coat it in the spice blend. Here's a helpful tip. Use a plate or some kind of lid to cover the bowl, and then swirl and shake until the potatoes are evenly coated, like so. Add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to the seasoned potatoes. You should already be able to smell the deliciousness wafting in the air at this point from all those spices. Mix that all together and set aside briefly. Use a tablespoon of oil to coat the aluminum foil-lined baking sheet. This is crucial, so don't skip this step. It will make your life so much easier when you try to release the potatoes later. Remember to get all into the edges and spread it all over the sheet. Pour the potatoes over the sheet and spread into a single layer, leaving as much room as possible in between. Too many crowded potatoes will cause it to steam and not crisp up. Notice how I turn the potatoes onto their round side down. Again, this helps with them not sticking when we take them out of the oven. Now your chicken thighs and potatoes are all ready to go into the oven. Bake them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven and size of the chicken. There is no need to flip. They should be nice and golden brown on top when you take them out. Look at that beautiful crispy skin on that chicken. Release the potatoes gently with the metal spoon. It should lift very easily and you should see a very nice golden brown color on the bottom side. Serve it with some greens, and there you have it. A super easy but delicious dinner that really takes no more than 15 minutes of prep work. Perfect for a busy weeknight, roast chicken thighs and potatoes your entire family will love. Alright, so here we are, our spiced roasted chicken thighs. You hear that? Here. Just so you can hear that. Super crispy skin, roasted potatoes. I served it with some green peas on the side. So here, I'm so excited for the taste test. Here, let's take, I'm gonna go for the potato first. Oh, I love the crispy bite on the edge. Nice salty potatoes. Alright, that chicken thigh that I had earlier, that I cut earlier. Oh, the steam's still there. Woo, look at that. So tender and juicy. Here, let's give it a taste. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna go for my second bite of the chicken. Look at all those spices down below. Oh, so flavorful. It's sure to be a hit with your family. Go for another potato. Go for one more potato. All those spices and herbs and flavors, they meld everything together. It's so good. It's such a good pairing. I hope you try this recipe. It is really good. And as always, if you like this video, remember to hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know how this recipe was for you. I always love hearing from you. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you get posted on all my videos. I will see everyone soon. Till next time. Bye everyone.